Hello students, welcome to online session. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, linear equation in one variable. So what do you mean by a variable? A variable is an unknown number. It can be represented as x, y or z or any small letters. Okay, and then you have a constant. Have you learned about constant? You know what is a constant, right? Constant is a fixed number, fixed value of the, for example, -5, 6, 100. These are constants. Example for the constants, okay? And these are your variables. So variable is one which varies. So constant cannot vary. It has a fixed value. We cannot change this. Okay? Now what is an equation? Equation consists of three things, that is LHS, equals to sign, and RHS. So what do you mean by LHS? LHS is your left hand side expression, and then equals to sign you all know, and then RHS is right hand side equation. So for example, 5x plus 6 gives you 32. So if this is a linear equation. Why do we call this as a linear equation? Because here you have the variable x, the power of this x is 1. Okay, if nothing is written, it is understood it's 1. Okay, so another example I'll give you. 5x square minus 7 is equal to 0. Now can we call this as a linear equation? No, because here you have square, that is power is 2. This cannot be called as linear equation, whereas this can be called as linear equation because it has the power 1. Understood, children? Now what do you mean by an expression? You have learnt algebraic expression in the previous years, right? So all these are examples. These are examples of expressions. Expression can have a single term, that is called monomial expression. Say for example -6 by q. Okay, this is your single term, so it is a monomial expression. And this is an example of, these two are examples for binomial expression, because here you have two terms. This is one term and this is one term. Okay, again here also two terms. Here this is one term and this is one term. So these two are called binomial expressions. And the same way, if you have three terms, say for example x plus y plus 8, this is your trinomial expression because you have three terms here. This is one term, this is one term, and this is one term. So this is called trinomial expressions. So now we are going to deal with a linear expression in one variable, means any one variable. Here if you consider this example, here you have two variables. X is one variable and y is another variable. But here in this chapter we are going to consider only one variable. So something like this, 5x plus 6 equals 32. So we are going to deal with this type of. So now we will start with exercise 3.1. Okay. Now we'll try to solve this equation, given equation. We'll find the value of x. So when you find the value of x, that will be your solution. Okay. Now you have three methods in solving this equation. One is trial and error method. The other one is elimination method. You remember, children, this we did in the last year. And then the last one, third one is transposing method. So we will one by one, we will see which are all these methods. Okay, you can use any method for your exam. In the test you can use any method, but we will see why these, which is the most useful method, and one by one we'll see. Now x minus 2 is equal to 7. In trial and error method, what you have to do, you have to go on substituting the values for x. Say for example, if x equals 1, okay, then what will be this value? In place of x you have to put 1. So 1 minus 2 will be minus 1. Correct? Is this equal to 7? No. This is not equal to 7. So this value of x equals 1 is invalid. X cannot take the value of 1 in this equation. So now we will take another value. Say for example, x equals 5. Now in this equation, if you put the value of x as 5, so it becomes 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. Is this 3 equal to 7? No. Right? So this also invalid. X cannot take the value of 5. So again we will say if x equals some other number, say 7. I'll take 7. Okay. So 7 minus 2 will give you 5. 5 is also not equal to 7. Right? So x cannot take this value of 7. Now again x equals 8. 8 minus 2 is 6. So 6 is also not equal to 7. Then if x equals 9, 9 minus 2 is equal to 7. So we got the exact answer, that is LHS here. So the value of x is 9. Understood, children? So this is how we do using this trial and error method. Since it is a very tedious job which we don't know how to take the value, so we don't use this method. But you should know this, that there is a method like trial and error method. Okay. Now coming to elimination method. So what do we do in elimination method? The same equation I'm going to take. X minus 2 is equal to 7. Now we have to find the value of x. X is associated with minus 2. So we have to eliminate this minus 2. For that you have to write down x as it is, minus 2, and add 2 to this, both sides of the equation. So here I am going to add my plus 2. Here also I am going to add plus 2. So minus 2 plus 2 gives you 0. So this we can cancel. Right? So you are left with x is equal to 7 plus 2 is what? 9. So you got the answer. X equals 9. Right? So this is your elimination method. You are eliminating the constants here which are associated with this. So if you have minus 2, so you have to add plus 2. Say for example you had x plus 2. See, this is some other equation. X plus 2. What do you do here? You have to add minus to this equation. So that is x plus 2 minus 2 both sides. 7 minus 2. Look at this, minus 2 and minus 2. If I add minus 2 both sides, then the value will not change. So this again I can cancel. X becomes 5. 7 minus 2 is 5. So this is how we do using this elimination method. Okay. Now coming to transposing method. What do we do in transposing method? See, we will take the same example. X minus 2 is equal to 7. Right? So this minus 2, I am going to transfer it to the RHS. So when I am going to transposing, that time minus becomes plus. So x is equal to 7 plus 2. When 2 goes that side, it becomes plus. So if you have plus sign here, when it goes to the other side of the equation, it becomes minus. Understood, children? Plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus. So this is equal to x equals 9. So these are the three methods of solving a solution. So this is a very tedious method. I don't suggest this for you. Either you can use elimination method or transposing method. For examples, okay? in the same exercise, some more examples I've taken. 6 equals z plus 2. For my convenience, I will take the variable, the expression which has the variable to the left hand side. If I interchange this LHS and RHS, it won't change the value. It will be the same. So I can write this equation as z plus 2 equals 6. Okay. Now when this 2 goes this side, what happens? Since 2 has plus sign, it's a positive number. When it goes to the other side, it becomes minus 2. Understood, children? So z gets the value 6 minus 2, that is 4. Understood? This is your transposing method. I am transferring this 2 to the other side of the equation. So whenever you transfer a number which is associated with plus or minus sign, the sign changes. When it goes to the other side of the equation, the sign changes. Okay, we will see one more example. 3 by 7 plus x equals 17 by 7. So here we need to find x, and this 3 by 7 I am going to take it to the other side. If nothing is written, the sign will be positive. So x equals 17 by 7. This I am going to transfer to the other side. So it becomes minus 3 by 7. So observe this. These two are like fractions which has got the same denominator. So my addition, addition of the fractions, I am going to do this now. So LCM will be the same, 7 and 17 minus 3. That gives you 17 minus 3 is how much? 14 by 7. Now again I can simplify this. 7 ones are 7 twos are. So the answer is 2. X takes the value 2. You understood, children? So this addition of fractions or subtraction, whatever involving the fractions, it's very, very important. If you don't know, please learn. Go back to this 7th standard, take out your 7th standard books and learn how to do fractions, addition of fractions or any kind of operations on fractions. Okay. Here the denominator was same, so it was very easy. What if the denominators are different? That time you need to take LCM. And then you have to do the particular operation. Now coming to 6x is equal to 12. Here you have only one term. In all these cases you had two terms. These are all binomials. Whereas here it is only one term. Can we solve? Yes, of course we can. Now 6 and x is nothing but 6 into x. There is no sign for multiplication, but it is understood that it is multiplication. 6 into x. Okay. So when I want to transfer this that side, what happens? This multiplication 6 becomes the divisor. When it goes to the other side of the equation, it becomes divisor. I'll show you how. X equals 12 by 6. It becomes a division, form of division. So x equals 6 ones are 6 twos are 2 is the answer. So remember, whenever it is in the form of multiplication, when it goes to the other side, it becomes division. So multiplicand becomes divisor when it goes to the other side of the equation. If you have a divisor this side, see, we will see that example over here. Okay. Here t by 5 is equal to 10. So 5 is the divisor here. So when I want to transfer this 5 to the other side of the equation, it becomes a multiplicand. So this can be written as t equals 10 into 5. This goes to the other side, it becomes multiplication. Here it is in the form of division, right? So when it goes to the other side, it becomes multiplication. Divisor becomes a multiplicand. Okay. So t equals 10 into 5 is 50. So this is how we have to find the solution. You understood, children? So we will see some more examples now. 7x minus 9 equals 60. So here, which one you have to transfer? Which one you have to transpose? This minus 9 to the other side of the equation. So 7x will be equal to 16. When this comes this side, it becomes plus. Minus 9 becomes plus 9. Okay, so 7x is equal to 16 plus 9. How much, children? It is 25, right? So x equals, now when 7 goes to the other side, now it is in the form of multiplication, multiplicand. So when it goes to the other side, it becomes divisor. So it is 25 divided by 7. So this is your answer. X equals 25 by 7. So here you have minus sign also, and you have something like multiplicand also. So you understood this one? Now coming to the other one, x by 3 plus 1 equals 7 by 15. So first we will transfer this 1 to the other side. So it becomes x by 3 as it is right down is equal to 7 by 15, and when 1 goes that side it becomes minus 1. So here we have to solve this. How do we do this? We have to take the LCM. Here nothing means 1 itself. What is the LCM of 15 and 1? It will be 15 itself, right? So LCM is 15. This one as it is you write down. So 15 as it is, the LCM of these two is 15. So how many times 15 goes? 1 time. So multiply this 7 by 1. How many times 1 goes in 15? 15 times. So multiply this by 15. Right? So 7 ones are 7. Write down minus sign as it is. 1 into 15 is 15. Fine? Now what do you get the answer? 7 minus 15 is minus 8 by 15. So is this the answer now? Is this the value of x? No, because x is again associated with 3 in the form of division, x by 3. Now we have to transfer this 3 to the other side. Okay, how do we do that? So write down this as it is. 3 when it goes to the other side, which is a divisor here, it becomes a multiplicand. So it is into 3. Should we change the sign? No. Okay. Only if it is addition form or subtraction form, then you have to change the sign. Here it is in the form of divisor. So you don't have to change the sign, but you have to change into multiplicand. Okay. So 3 ones are 3 5s are. So x equals minus 8 by 5. This is your answer. Further, you can write this in the form of a mixed fraction. You know how to do the mixed fraction. You understood, children, this much? We will continue in the next class. Thank you.